Hey, what's going on, you guys? No, it's been a while. That was because I was sick for a little bit there, um, and then just didn't uh, find much to get. But obviously, I have something for you now, and it is my first review of the McFarlane Collector's Edition DC McFarlane Multiverse Hawkman. So here's the collector edition box. It's got, other than that, it's just a standard box. It's got a lot of silver on it. On the side, it has Hawkman from Zero Hour. I've never read that story, but I have read some Hawkman. I started the Rebirth story. Haven't continued it because it's been really hard to find. So, but on the side, you got a window and it says Hawkman. And then you got a picture of Hawkman from, I guess, Zero Hour. I'm not sure. And then here he is. Hawkman in all his glory. But first, let's get into his accessories. I guess starting with, okay, probably shouldn't pull it out like that. His mace here, very nicely detailed. Of course, you got all the spikes, and you got some wrap around the handle. It's actually got some a little lightweight to it, like if you hold it from this angle, like it actually goes down. So technically the wings are accessories, but I'm not going to pull them out because they're kind of a pain to get back in. So I'm sorry about that, but there are plenty of other reviews that do show that. It's just a simple, you plug it into his back. So, and then, oh, he of course comes with the stand, but this DC is silver, and then he comes with this card, which is a standard card, just has a picture of it, but it's got like this little shimmery sheen to it. There you go as well there. And it says, real name, Carter Hall. Carter Hall has lived many lives while he is an archaeologist and the superhero Hawkman. In the present, his past has been an Egyptian prince, a medieval knight, a Wild West gun hand, and a Thanagarian soldier, a hero in every generation. Carter both studies and lives history. Yeah, he's got a very complicated background. And then part of the collector's edition is they do these little stands that you can put the cards in. It doesn't have to be a collector's edition card. You can put any card in. And yes, I will talk about the little bit of controversy with this particular line of action figures for McFarlane. So here he is. I guess first we'll take a look at his wings. As you can see, they're very nicely detailed. They're layered. They've got some shading on the background in the back. And then inside here, you got a lot of shading, and they can be a little pokey. So just be aware of that. They're not sharp, but they can be pokey. On the back, you can kind of not see it, but you can see some like feathered patterns on the back here. I guess to continue on the back, there's not much else. You just see the straps from the front come around, and then you've got some detail on his uniform there. As for the front, the head sculpt, really well done. It looks like Hawkman. He's got his long black hair there. His eyes are painted really well, and it's just a golden Hawkman helmet. And you've got this little, I don't know, strap with the Hawkman symbol in the middle. And they painted his chest hair. So that's neat, I guess. So there's that, and then we got some like sculpted veins all over him, and then he's got this little gauntlet here with some straps. And then on the other hand, you got like this brown glove, and I don't know why that is. But going to the bottom here, you've got a belt with that's painted gold in the middle. There's this little strap here, and I think you can, I'm not sure. I think, yeah, you can kind of like, well, I don't know if that's how you would loop it. You'd probably loop it more like that. Yeah, there you go. So he does have weapon storage, which you don't see a lot of. Then going down, you've got some more sculpted parts. You've got this little golden, like, I don't know, pieces on top of his boot, some lines, and then, yeah, so a quick overview to get into articulation. His wings can move, okay, like up and down. They can rotate. And I don't know if it's like permanently fixed, but like at least this one moves kind of this direction, and the other one moves in a different kind of direction. So it's been kind of a pain to kind of get them like to like a similar position, but it's whatever. So, and then you can't really look that well up, which is sad, but that's because he's supposed to be flying. But he can look down, and he can look side to side, and he does have head tilt. His diaphragm joints allow him to crunch that far forward, really far back, tilts side to side, and both the top one can rotate. I think the bottom can rotate as well. Legs can kick out that far, kick back that far. It doesn't have a swivel, but he does have double jointed knees. There's no boot cut, but there is a rotation here, and his ankle can go that far forward, or that far forward, that far back, and you can do rocker, and then of course articulation. And I completely forgot the arms. He's got the shoulder joint that kind of can move around. There is a bicep swivel, and there is double jointed elbows, and he's got the same usual McFarlane joint up here, and it can swivel. So yeah. Obviously, this will not be the last collector's edition figure that I get. But yeah, so before we get into the comparisons, let's talk about the thing I mentioned earlier, which is the pricing of these figures. The collector's edition goes for $30. Now here's the thing, I would not have a problem with that if they provided more accessories. That's basically the big deal. If you're going to make this a collector line, yeah, sure, give us this, that's cool. You get some added stuff, that's fine. But give us like more accessories. Now I don't know exactly what I would want for Hawkman, but at least maybe some alternate hands, or an alternate head, or maybe some sort of tech that he uses, or maybe some other weapons too, or maybe some different helmets that he's worn over the years or something like that, Hawkman's a little harder, but like for example, Alan Scott Green Lantern, which I do plan to get, by the way, could have given, and Sinestro could have given them more constructs. With the Superman that they've done, they could have done a lot more with that. Even if they gave us like, and especially with this one, maybe give us a flight stand, or maybe some sort of like, and not like this, but like a base where maybe it has some like rock formations or something like that, like it's on a battlefield or something like that. That would work too. I do agree that the price is a little much when you could go and get the Jokerized stuff that they've been doing from those are Target exclusives, and they basically give you this, but at like $20 to $25. So, but I'm not going to get too into that. I don't want to bring negativity into this, because obviously I really like this figure. I just wanted to point out and let you guys know that's kind of how the community feels about it, and I kind of feel the same way too. So yeah, but let's get into some comparisons. So I have quite a few comparisons that I want to make here. So we'll start off by comparing him to somewhat of a rival of his. Even though he is very much a Shazam villain, Hawkman and him have had like this rivalry in the comics, and even in the movie. Let's see if I can. So there's that. Let's compare him next to Black Adam. So there's that comparison. Let's see if I can get you guys. I'm using the box right now, so yeah, there's that comparison. But then speaking of Shazam, figured why not compare him as well. But then and Shazam is a JSA member, kinda. He was, but he's also been a Justice League member. Same with Hawkman, actually. So let's compare him to some JSA members, and then we'll get into some Justice League members. So let's compare Hawkman here to Jay Garrick Flash. Which I have to straighten out his feet to compare him, I guess. Come on. There we go. So there you go. And then you have Dr. Fate. So there you go. And this next character, I don't know how much they've worked alongside each other, but I just feel like Captain Atom could really work alongside Hawkman, so I decided why not compare him to that. But then we shall compare him to two members of the Justice League. First off, you're of course starting with the Boy Scout, Superman. And then we're going to compare him to the Dark Knight, Batman. I guess just one last comparison, I guess for like, whatever's sake, we'll compare him to Nightwing. So there you go. So yeah, and in case you're wondering if the stand does actually work for the card, it does. It's just a flat top, so yeah. I don't know how well Hawkman is going to work on a McFarlane flight stand because they're a very particular type of flight stand, so yeah. But yeah, overall, I really like this figure. It looks great. And just really, really well done. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this action figure. And then obviously, there have been quite a few times where I like to do the thing of showing you guys what comics I got recently. And I did get 2 comics recently of the same character, but not in the same series. So to start off with, I've got Superman Brainiac. Or Superman and Brainiac? I don't know. But there you go. And then I've got Superman, this is a much more recent comic, Superman Supercore. So, yeah, I've been really interested in Superman lately. So yeah. Also, this is unrelated to DC because this is a Marvel thing, but I did also get this little Loki for President pin. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you very soon. Peace.